Hello YouTubers, I'm Nathaniel Wallace. You might know me from some of the videos from the Shell Shot channel. I happen to be Travis's best friend, so that's probably why you've seen me. You've probably seen me on the making of guns, which is pretty obvious who I am in that. Yeah, I'm also the drummer and the guy who ends up with the drumstick up his nose on the Ashley Simpson La La spoof video. And so this is my YouTube channel, and this is about me. Okay, so here's my room. And as you can see, I'm a big Star Wars fan and Star Trek fan. Very much a geek. Another evidence of how much I like Star Wars. Let's see, Trivial Pursuits, Star Wars Edition. Yeah. Only got to play it twice. Once I skunked my father, and the other time I bragged so much that I got skunked. Anyway, I also like Foxtrot a lot, and like Zits. And interesting thing about Zits is why I like it is because, as I mentioned before, me and Travis are best friends, and we've been best friends for about 8 years now. And Jeremy reminds me of Travis so very much. And the interesting thing is I'm just like Hector. And in fact, if they changed Jeremy's hair to be dark and my hair to be, and Hector's hair to be blonde, it'd be perfect. Because I'm the one who has to wear glasses at times. I'm the one with a hairstyle like that, and I'm the bigger of the two. And the personalities just fit, I mean, perfectly. Okay, another aspect of my life is my swords. I used to sell these, actually. I'd buy them from a guy and sell them to my friends. This one here is Theoden's sword, the King of the Rohan. That one there is the Witch King sword, which this one actually was supposed to end up belonging to Travis. I ordered it for him. But unfortunately, the guy I bought it from, you'd see it in the catalog and look one way, and what the guy sold me is what he called the Walmart grade. Still, it's a pretty nice sword, nice and long. Of course, this is what we call pot metal, all for show. It's not, you hit any other kind of metal and then it just break on you. Anyway, there's Erwin, I think Erwin, one of those winds. That's her sword right here, which is really nice sword. And then we've got the Elven Axe, which this one has an interesting story behind it. Like I said, Walmart grade. Blade comes off. Yeah, anyway, yeah, and does that. So when this happened, I was showing Sam some moves, you know, that I learned. Like, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I was swinging it around, and that comes flying off and nearly takes Travis's head off with it. So this one's definitely just for show. I can't play around with it like I used to. As you can see, like I said, I'm a big Star Trek fan. All 7 seasons of Next Generation there, and all 7 seasons of Deep Space Nine. There's one missing because it's in the other room. My parents are watching it. And I've seen every single episode of both. So, anyway. Also, here's another funny thing. This garter hanging on the antlers of the deer that my father killed. I have no idea why that's in my room, but I guess they couldn't find any other place to put it. So anyway, and for right now, it's serving my purposes for my hats and all that. But this garter, it's funny. I was at my cousin's wedding, and out of all the guys, I was the only one there well, not the only one, but I know beyond a shadow of doubt there are some other guys there that had girlfriends, and I, the guy who doesn't, end up catching the garter. So you know, I don't know what that means. But I think what it means is basically that is just an old wives' tale, and therefore has no credence. Another thing I want to show you is, try to get it to where there's no glare. I have a cousin named Rick who made this. He's awesome on the computer. Got a wonderful sense of humor. I really am thinking about trying to get him on YouTube, because the stuff that he's coming up with, I've been talking to, and the stuff he's been coming up with is hilarious. And he knows how to use a computer really well, so, you know. But yeah, this is something that he made with a program of his. Let's see, anything else? As you can see, I got some of my Star Wars books there, working on a project I really like, the Star Wars RPG, which I've got right here. I'll also show you, here's some tools of the trade. These are some things I'm going to be using on my YouTube site. This is a digital recorder to dub over. I'm going to be doing some narrations with some of my videos. This, of course, is the cord that goes to the computer. Still working out the kinks on that one, though. There's my computer in my room. Fortunately, this thing is so old that it can't support this camera, or much else for that matter. Hopefully I'll be getting a new one, and I'll be YouTubing and all that from in here instead of from out there. Another thing, my Beast poster with the ticket stub. I watched it midnight at night when it first came out, and X-Men 3, that is. I'm a real big fan of the X-Men movies. I didn't really read the comic book series, but I really like the movies. And I got the Beast because I think he's the closest to my personality, in that he's big and rather hairy. But at the same time, out of all of them, he has a genteelness that none of them have, save for maybe Xavier. So I think he best represents, if I was any of the X-Men, I think I'd be him. Thing is, I'm just not blue. So anyway, I plan to do a few skits with the Shell Shock crew, do a few comedy skits. I hope to do a few of my own. I hope you like them. I also plan to do a few other videos. If anything interesting is going on, I'll try to get it on here. Like, one thing that we're going to be doing, there's something called the Feast of Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles, which I'll be filming all of that, doing a little documentary on it. And you may be asking yourself what that is right now. In the documentary, I'll be giving a little bit of an explanation. So if you can wait for the other videos, then you'll be able to figure out what it is. You could also Google it, and you'll probably figure it out. So, but I'll be explaining that in the other videos. You know, that stuff like that is what I'm planning on doing. Is like just little videos on stuff like that. But I hope to do a lot of comedic skits on here. So it begins. Yeah. Whoa!